We are in the world's 6th mass extinction. As human population continues to rise, those species that we depend on to survive are dwindling.
My name is Dr. Tracy Fanara, research scientist and environmental engineer. I go all over the country in search for conflicts between humans and wildlife so I can design and develop strategies to resolve those conflicts and allow for us to coexist with wildlife. We want to preserve the world as we know it now and in the future. So whether it takes me designing and building something for gators to stay out of a pool, or bears or hogs to invade people's property, all of those species are important for our survival. This food web is more of a pyramid, and if the things at the bottom of the pyramid start falling out, our pyramid crumbles. What I'm doing is not only for the animals, it's for us. It's for us today, it's for our kids, or for grandkids. Let's do this.
Today I got a call from a resident who has a huge problem. He says he's being attacked or terrorized by some evil genius enemy.
Ooh-wee! I know I called you earlier, but I got this myself.
Whoa, we're not, no.
Is humane?
The reason why I came all the way out to Gainesville, Florida is to help you take care of these squirrels without using that or your BB gun or any other weapon that you mentioned earlier.
Gas?
Why are you calling them an evil strategic genius enemy?
Well, these vermins keep trying to get up in the house, and some foul monkey nuts won't leave me alone. All I know is they're eating holes up into the roof, and I can hear them clawing and scratching and groaning. And
Yeah, so he's an interesting one. But I'll tell you what, he was a lot of fun, and I appreciate the fact that he actually cares about the squirrels enough to call me to try to create a solution.
So if you can see, there's actually 2 huge nests up there. So the squirrels have a really easy access to the house. And I kind of don't blame them for using that because, even though we are in Florida, it does get a little cold. And that's when they're going into the house. So anytime that it gets below 70 degrees, they're trying to break into the house. That and when there's a storm event. And we get a lot of storm events in Florida. So they are breaking into the house a lot. So we need to do something that makes them realize that the great outdoors is so much better than indoors. We need to figure out what they love and what they hate and get to this. We need a strategy like ASAP.
So this is the list of squirrel loves and hates assisted by our resident. They love nuts so much that they take more than they actually need, and then they hide them with the intent to go find them again. Sometimes they don't find them. This is actually what makes squirrels important to the ecosystem. They are pollinators. Obviously, they love trees. They like to build their nests up in trees. Soffits. Apparently, these squirrels are getting up into the attic through the soffits, and they love tearing them apart. So, as our resident said or suggested, that we put that on the love category. So, also attics. That's where they're making their home. They also love to wake them up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Apparently that's when they are most active. Hates, limits. Again, so much in common with these squirrels. I hate limits too. But apparently when you try to rope off or prevent them from doing something that takes away their freedom, they get pretty mad and they start barking. Next, peppermint. Not the candy cane, the plant. Apparently it's a deterrent. Same thing with vinegar. Wolves, predators, wolves, tigers. Just have to go and find a wolf or a tiger and bring them on over. And last, dogs. Dogs are related to wolves, but yet more common and easier to get. So that's our list. Let's form our strategy now. After gathering all of the necessary information and learning a lot about squirrels through monitoring our resident and research, I came up with a 6-step process. The first thing I did was plant peppermint all around the house. Apparently squirrels don't like the smell of peppermint or cayenne or pepper. I haven't found any scientific data to actually back that up, but gardeners swear by it.
All right, I think this right here is the last planting of the peppermint plant. Let's move to the next step.
Squirrel jail. Trapped a squirrel, release the squirrel so he can go tell his friends to stay away from the house. Obviously, this wasn't my idea. This was a request by the resident. Actually, it was a demand. I don't think it did anything. Oh yeah, and I tried wolf urine. Apparently the wolf urine is supposed to keep squirrels away because it smells like a predator.
I was not able to trap and collect a cup of urine from a wolf. But the good news is that Home Depot sells wolf urine. Probably would have been easier to start there. But I'm kind of curious. I know this is really gross, but I kind of want to see what it smells like. Oh my God, like it is not, it doesn't even smell like pee. Okay, we're not gonna do that again. We're gonna spray around the entire perimeter of the house. All right, let's go. All right, we're spraying wolf urine. Okay, so we're really getting it over here because this is right near the bedroom where they keep on entering. I honestly, oh my God, I think I need a mask. Like this is some serious stuff right here.
As it turns out, upon investigating the house, there were no holes from the gutter that can possibly lead into the attic. They're actually going through the soffit spaces, which is the space between the roof and the house that allows for ventilation, airflow, to protect from big storm events from taking off the roof. This is our solution. This fencing will allow for airflow, but will not allow for squirrels to go.
So this is where they're getting into the soffits. We've already replaced the soffits there, but now we're going to line everything with wolf urine. Oh my God, now my hand smells. Oh!
Next, Spike, Bambo. Hey, you guys are in a tryout situation. Do you understand that? We're going to test which one of you is better at squirrel diversion. Okay, are you ready? See, Bam, can you act a little bit more like this one? All right. Okay, Spike, are you ready? Are you ready? There's a squirrel! Squirrel! Go! Squirrel! Over there! Over there! Okay, I think we have a winner. After a vigorous audition process, we selected the dog for the job and trained her to chase squirrels away from the inside of the house. Squirrel! Squirrel! Nope. Squirrel? Squirrel! Where is it? Where is it? Go get it! Squirrel, Bambo! Squirrel!
Get it. No, don't jump through there.
There you go, there you go! This worked miraculously. If you're only gonna pick one thing, well, pick the soffits. And next, pick training the dog. Just make sure the dog's will stop when it gets to the squirrel. So now that we've successfully got squirrels away from the house and out of the attic, we need to do something to have the squirrels still stay on this plot of land, to have this coexisting community. We need to build a house. So now I'm in my workshop for the last strategy, building the nut house. I really want to have a maze situation so it's fun and to compartmentalize the nut house so that many squirrels can stay there. Now these squirrels are kind of big. They're 15 to 20 inches and that's without the tail, which can be an extra 6 to 9 inches. So we have to make this pretty spacious in order for it to work. So let's start designing. The first thing I'm going to do is draw out the maze. I want to get all my dimensions right to make sure that there's enough space for multiple squirrels to be in the nut house at the same time and to allow these squirrels to navigate through it. Now that we got that done, let's start building. So this design is going to be carried out with all recycled materials. So scrap wood, items from garbages. We'll go to the Repurpose Project in Gainesville, Florida, and see what I can find there to be part of this. But there's no use of using anything new, chopping down any new trees or anything like that in order to, you know, create a home for an animal.
So this is where we're at right now. It doesn't look enough like a maze for me, so I think that adding this here and this here might help it look a little bit more maze-like. Okay, so just picture that.
So we put the holes for the entrance for the squirrels on the bottom. We did this because we don't want birds coming in and they're less likely to fly up into something. So nut house just for squirrels.
Door, open, close, maze. Yay. Behold the nut house. I was gonna put a tin roof on there and like paint it sort of red because we know what they're doing in there, you know.
I did a test to find out what kind of nuts the squirrels like best. I saw that they were already eating peanuts. There were shells on the tree stump that I'm actually building the nut house for. But the test results showed that macadamia nuts were the winner.
And we're gonna see how much they like the new home that we provided. I really hope they like it. It's a lot of hard work. All right.
The 6-step strategy worked. The resident is living in harmony with the squirrels, coexisting on the same plot of land. You know, every single species counts. The biodiversity of our Earth is what sustains humanity. So, it's all wildlife. We started building on it. Let's give them a break, huh? Well, I got a gator in a pool, bears in a garage, and some snakes on a plane, so I got to start building. But till next time.